Oh, goodness gracious. We're doing this again. For you guys, it's been a day. Maybe a couple hours if I decide to do a double upload. For me, it's been 5 minutes. Welcome back. Hello, everybody. I'm the Maiden of Ravens. And welcome back to Do Not Take This Cat Home. Last time, we did some more endings. Cleared up some of the, um, like blanks I had. And this time, we're going to continue on by working down the list. Thanks to a video guide I have. So, now that I got the intro, I'm gonna pause this, go see how we get to that, and yeah. Alright, 1 second. Actually, no, I don't need to, because I actually kind of remember how to get this. Okay, you got to skip. We do not take the cat. We leave the cat. Ignore. We go watch a movie. And it was the new cinema. Yeah. You don't know why, but you don't really feel like great about the idea of being alone right now. Yeah, this is it. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or streaming, you join the long... Wait. Okay. You join the long line outside the new cinema. By the time you've reached the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random and take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. The decor is chic and sleek, and the inside is bustling with people. It's not what you're usually into, but it's kind of nice not being alone. Yeah. Even feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. You get some popcorn, but the lines at the concession stands are long enough the prices are criminal anyway. Welcome to movies and popcorn. You go through the halls, and follow the signs to the theater designated on your ticket before heading inside. Side to side of the absolutely crowded theater. You head towards the seat only to be told the person next to it that speaks here for so long. This happens a few more times before you finally manage to get yourself settled into a seat knowingly off-center from the screen. The screen is at least visible, if not a little too close, so you grit your teeth and bear it. Lights fade out, but the chatter doesn't. The rest of the audience seems content to talk through the commercials and even through the trailers. I fear the chatter will stop when the movie actually begins, but it doesn't get even slightly quieter as the opening scene starts to play out. You sigh aloud, not thinking anyone would hear you anyway. This is why you avoid movie theaters like the plague. Hello. Were we just sent to heaven? Nope, we were not sent to heaven, we were sent to hell. Suddenly the screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. A familiar black cat. Confused murmurs fill the room, but then the cat on the screen meows. Okay, cool. I'm glad that did it for me because I'm not about to do that like I did last episode. Jesus. The sound is strange and not at all like any cat should sound. Haunting, almost melodic, and layered as if made of multiple voices of different creatures. Creatures that will probably never say. You sit in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gotten up and left to complain to the cinema staff, but then you hear it. It's scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, people start to chant along with the cat on the screen. Oh god, it's still going. Okay, I get it. Oh, and it's still playing. Soon the entire room is chanting in perfect unison. Everyone's staring intently at the cat on the screen. You're feeling strangely... Shut up. You're feeling strangely drawn to the screen yourself. But the compulsion to stare blankly like the others isn't that strong. For now. Also, start to notice at the corner of your eye, some people in your vicinity are looking at you. No. They're already staring holes into you as they continue chanting. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you in blatant disapproval. Their scowls deepen as time goes on as they're getting impatient. We will try to blind them. Thinking fast, you look at the screen and begin chanting in tandem with the crowd. No. No. You won't make me say it. You feel the harshness of their collective gaze start to ebb away. The air in the theater becoming lighter once again. Please stop. You release air shakily, just realizing that you've been holding your breath earlier. You feel stuck. Surely you just can't up and leave now. Not after whatever all that was. People around you all seem fine now. There's no telling if they get aggressive with you for even moving too much. Never mind outright getting up and leaving. You decide to let this run its course. Hopefully someone will come along, right? Who's turn the film off? Continue to chant along with everyone. You start to feel lightheaded. You feel as if you could fall asleep, but your eyes don't feel heavy in the slightest. You try to look around and gauge the other's emotional state. You can't seem to look away from the screen. Try again, but you're still locked into eye contact with the cat on the screen. You attempt to physically force your line of vision away. You still your nerves ready to throw yourself at the ground if you need to, but your body only gets as far as tensing up for a moment before completely loosening itself again, making you lay back limply into your seat. You should think you should be panicking right about now, but even your brain feels limp. Your thoughts are vaguely muted pastel pink, airy, sickeningly sweet, and loose to fun, like cotton candy. You like cotton candy. You think you shouldn't mind that your thoughts and body being like cotton candy either. So, why get up and ruin that? It's nice here. More peace than you've ever felt, being in such a crowded room. Still chanting, you never felt so aligned and into with another person. Let alone with an entire room full of complete strangers. You're not alone. From the corner of your eye, the person next to you starts to sink back even further into their shared moment into their chair. You think once more. And then more. The more the thoughts you remember playing, the more like they're deflating. Their skin bunches up in wrinkles like fabric as if their muscles, their bones have started to disintegrate. Their eyes dim before sinking into their sockets. Their mouth, still attempting to chant, falls open over a cut-off nya. Gaping as the word ends in an awful hiss, a final weak release of air. You muse thoughtfully about whether or not you should be distressed at the sight, but even then, the blanket of peace doesn't leave you. Suddenly, from the pile of skin clothes next to you, you see a lump moving around. You're watching dazed fascination as the lump makes its way to the part of the skin where the head used to be. And from the mouth, crawls a tiny black kitten. You can hear the familiar hissing sound all around you now as the inflated, unified chant starts to fade, later released with the faint meowing of kittens. And alone. Okay. Yeah. Finally, your voice is the only one still chanting, still human, and alone. Again. You don't want that. You can't go back to that. Not again. Not again. Please. Just then you can completely limp. Your body feels light, but you might as well weigh several tons. Because you realize you're quite something you can't move. Not an inch. You can't shift your eyes to look around. You can't even breathe. But somehow, the chant continues to creak weakly from your mouth. Hello. Two kittens come forward and perch themselves on the chairs around you, watching your sinking body, mewling as they wait for their youngest sibling to emerge from you. Dozens of glowing eyes peer down at you, and as your eyes start to get into the sockets of your slopping skull, you manage to make out the silhouette of a familiar cat, perching on the seat right in front of you. Your vision finally fades, and as that same hiss of expert expels from your mouth, last thing you sense is something small and alive shifting out eagerly under your skin. Ending 18. Happy birthday. Okay. So now we're gonna... Excuse me. I was just trying to load my thing. In the days leading up to my meeting with it... Yo, Pennywise? I've been obsessed with memory. Someone precious to me. had found something precious to them. My best friend. My only friend. I was happy for them, truly. But then I'd been happy for the others too. They promised it wouldn't happen to me again. That they knew how it felt to be told by someone you cared for that they'd outgrown you and your friendship. That they'd never ever do such a thing to me. There's not a moment that passes now that I wish I'd risked the pain of their rejection. And just believed them. But I didn't. I pulled away before they could, trying to protect my fragile heart. But it only hurt all the more. Selfish as it was, I wanted them to fight harder to keep me around. When it appeared before me, it promised to be just that. The cat, maybe? A friend that would never, ever let me go. A friend that would ever, ever leave me. And all I had to do was promise the same thing in return. You're walking. Right, of course. There's some people going out, and you're actually glad you did. But a good thing. That good thing. Maybe good luck too. Yes, lucky. Lucky. Lucky, lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, lucky. So much lucky. Or maybe it was fate? You generally allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities where you can go, what you can do, who you can meet. So you even thought that you almost missed it? Huh, what was that? Yeah. Meow. Cardboard box. Cat. So, familiar. Now can I load my save, please? I don't want to load this one. We're trying to leave. This is too weird. I need to get out of here. Having your courage, or perhaps putting your free to use, you stand up, fully intending to leave the theater. When everything comes to an abrupt stop, all the chanting stops, even the cats chanting on the screen. Tense at risk of glance around the theater. They're all staring at you. Every single one of them. They're not moving. They're not even blinking. You swallow, throat suddenly dry, even though your unnervous sweat completely soaks through your clothes. You highly doubt that sitting back down will fix the situation. Your legs are shaking under the audience's unnaturally intense scrutiny. But you force yourself to step forward and forward and forward until you finally reach the end of the aisle. You feel their collective gaze even worse on the staircase. All their heads have turned uncomfortably to the left to look directly at you. The screen illuminates their faces, making clear their blank scowls. They seem even more upset than they had been minutes ago. Identical frown lines digging between their brows. You keep going, the heavy atmosphere becoming more and more oppressive with every step. You're so tense with anticipation that you fully expect someone to grab at you from behind. But no one does. You don't hear any of them even get up. You exit the theater holding your breath as the door closed behind you. You briskly walk through the halls, putting as much distance as possible between you and the theater full of people. Finally reaching the lobby, you just barely manage to catch yourself from falling to the floor as you gulp in a huge gasp of air. I guess everyone in the theater is going to be, everyone out here is going to be doing the same thing that they were doing in the theater. You expect to feel a release as your breathing calms, but you feel a lingering sense of dread that only spikes once you finally notice it, as well as its source. You look up, and your stomach sinks. Hello. Please stop. All the people in the lobby area of the movie theater, everyone lined at the concession stand, all of them are staring at you, and they look even angrier than the people in the theater. You don't hesitate this time. You duck your head, avoiding eye contact, and leave the cinema. Please stop. You ignore the glares of everyone and take a boost and the lines that you're leading to them. You make your way home. Please stop. Whenever you dare look up at someone on the way, you flinch at the blatant anger, fury, and disgust in their face. You think you start to hear the faint sound of a cat meowing behind you. Maybe a kitten's? Doesn't matter. You just want to go home. You reach your front door and fumble with the keys, cowering as from the look of pure hatred on your neighbor's face as he stares at you from his door. Finally get inside your apartment, all the locks on the door. Lock all the locks on the door, and slide down with your back against it till you're sitting on the floor. You allow yourself to go a moment to breathe. Now home, your heartbeat calms and your fear slowly bleeds from you, leaving you feeling strangely empty. You pass the kitchen, head to your room, and slip into the covers of your bed trying to fall asleep. Maybe it's all just a bad dream. As you fall into a fitful sleep, sure to be full of nightmares of glaring eyes, you try to ignore the ever-increasing sounds of cats meowing and yowling in the distance outside your apartment. Ending 17. Black sheep. Great. What's the description on this one? You weren't a big fan of that movie in the new cinema. Maybe the rest of the audience might have opinions about that. You have a front row seat to the touching reunion of multiple siblings of the new cinema. Alright, so this one I'm assuming we have to lose the maze. And then 22. This one will keep it a bit shorter, so we're gonna lose the maze and then 22. Okay. So do we have any save at the carnival? We do. Cool. Skip. Enter the maze. Skip. If I never get maze. No, I don't even know you. Okay. I'm gonna get snippy. Let's begin then. 3, 2, 1, go. Go center. No, not that way. Center. Center. Suddenly, lights turn on. Your eyes burn from sun brightness. As your vision adjusts, you can see that you're completely surrounded by mirrors. The reflections all grotesque in unique ways. Look nothing like you. But they do look hungry. You back up. You don't know where to go. Was there even a way out to begin with? I guess he's gonna back up into a mirror, and then one of the faces is gonna like chomp him or some shit. You bump into the back of the mirror. Oh hey, I kind of called it. I feel a hand firmly grip on your shoulder. Oh hey, I was right. Yeah, your sharp pain in your other shoulder. Oh, that's fantastic. You rip away, looking back to see something leaning out of the mirror. Its face has no features, save for a large gaping mouth, stained in your blood. Looking around in panic, you think that the mirrors feel closer than before. The path you'd come in from is long gone. You're surrounded, and every time you blink, you could swear the mirrors were getting closer and closer and closer. Your horrifying reflections looking hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. Ending 20. You failed the maze. Frown. We are cleaning up on these endings. We're doing great. So what's 22? We're gonna go find out what's that guide I got. I'll be right back again. Alright. And we're back. So, what we have to do is we have to walk away from the cat, and then we have to turn back. Okay. Continue. Skip. Skippity-doo-dah. Do not take the cat home. Leave cat. Turn back. Aw. How are you supposed to walk away from that? What kind of monster would you be if you could? You sigh a little and walk back to the cat. I don't know why I'm suddenly reading the cat's dialogue. It looks almost hopeful, its tail switching faster as it leans up a little more towards you, as if eager for your next move. Save. Oh, I could just press the save button down there. I don't have to right click every time. That would be helpful. I'm learning things. We're gonna save right there. We're gonna say? It's strange. The more you hesitate to leave the alley, the more you find yourself wondering, what's the point? You'll go where? Do what? What's the point when you're always doing it? When you're always doing all of it completely and utterly alone? Even going home to your apartment wouldn't help, would it? One bedroom, one bathroom, and when you lived alone in it. It's been like that for so long. So long. You started when you feel an impossibly soft paw pressing piteously against your wet cheek. You didn't realize you'd been crying. Or the little breakdown had literally brought you to your knees right in front of the cat's box. You feel slightly embarrassed, but the cat responds as if it can sense your self-deprecating feelings creeping in. Maiden. It presses its paw on your cheek 3 times in quick succession. It's trying to slap you out of your melancholic state. But they're so light, the slaps feel more like getting gently and eagerly petted. You can't help but laugh a little. Can't believe I'm having a meltdown in a dirty old alley with a stray cat comforting me. You smile and show your gratitude with a scratch on this cat's chin. Thanks. I'm fine, really. That just happens sometimes. I really do like being alone most of the time. Sometimes I feel comfortable being myself, you know? But even I get lonely every now and then. It's easy to ignore when I keep myself busy. So I push myself to go out today, I think. Maybe I was just hoping to make a friend or something. So I guess that wouldn't be a good idea. I doubt someone like me would make for a very good friend to anyone. Okay. Maybe I won't go so far as to say that, but... You stay. And just talk to the cat. And about anything that comes to mind. Your isolation, your loneliness, your many fears, your losses, your emptiness. Although, the longer you stay there, the smaller that one significant emptiness feels. It's been so long since someone just listened. Your words shift to gentler topics. Your hopes, your dreams, happy memories of the past. Aw. How's this going bad? As you talk, you don't even notice the ones... I don't like that. The once cold concrete walls of the alley becoming fleshlight, warm and pink. Its softness slowly engulfing the both of you. The sound of your own voice feels hypnotic as it reaches your ears, encouraging you to speak more of the depths of your heart into the open. You give in easily. When you do run out of words, you're not sure how long you've been sitting there. But not knowing doesn't seem to bother you. Still, a strange question enters your mind. Even go home? Why would I want to do that? You're too tired to move. Pouring your heart out, and soul is taking a surprising toll on you, but you have no regrets. You're so happy. You don't think you've ever felt so heard. So seen. You lean forward to rest your head on the box. You don't feel the rough cardboard you were expecting. Instead, you find yourself resting on a mass of something soft and slightly damp and warm. So warm. You can't find it in you to carry on what it could be. You're so tired. Close your eyes, and you get the feeling that they'll probably never open again. But as that all-encompassing warmth encases you slowly, completely, you feel nothing but your contentment. Ending 22. Not alone. So maybe the next ending is... what do we do? Let me just look over here real quick. I'm not going to pause recording this time. Plus 22. 23 is... Gotta... Okay, so I figured it out. It was quite simple, actually. We just gotta just do this. Leave. You really can't afford to take this cat home with you. Well, it wouldn't be completely impossible. A few extraneous luxuries, cat here and there, and you could see things working out, sure. But then there's a slight problem to making your way where you're making your way over this whole time. One you simply can't ignore. The problem being that you just can't trust this cat. It sounds ridiculous even in your head. Cats don't require trust to care for. They're capable of betrayal or deception specifically because, like other animals, they only seek out the most basic essentials of living, procreation and comfort. Malice isn't something that could ever logically be applied to them, and yet, you feel it. That behind that gut-wrenchingly adorable face is something dangerous. You don't say! What? And that something brought you here. It called you here. You're a curious person, but you can't shake the deep instinct desire to get away from it. The cat's face looked blank. It's an expression you've seen on many cats before, but something about it feels sharper. Like it's aware of your thoughts and your intentions to leave. I don't like that. Don't do the weird, like, the eye thing that I don't like, and it's daring you to try. You slowly stand up. The cat tracks your movements with its eyes, Now Paul thing moves its head. You don't say a word. You're not even trying to think. Get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. Though you don't really succeed. You turn around and quickly leave the alley, feeling the sharp eyes needing the whole way. When you get a good distance away, you finally take in deep gulps of air. You feel better now. And there's still plenty of time left to enjoy your day off. As long as you forget everything that just happened. What to do. I think I will pause the recording so I can see what happens with these options here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so it seems we're free to just choose our own option here. So let's go to the carnival. You spend the day at the carnival. Ferris wheel, roller coaster, rowboat. I've been on before. Hoops, coin toss, balloon darts, games you played before. Funnel cake, popcorn, cotton candy, food you've eaten before. The things you enjoyed before. You're surrounded by groups of people having fun together. Laughing, playing, eating, taking pictures, making memories. Who knows you? The sun hasn't started to set yet, still high in the sky, but it will soon. Start to wonder if maybe you should just go home for the day. And you're stopping your tracks. You see something new, an attraction you've never seen before. Maze of fun experience? Sounds kind of lame, honestly. There's no line to begin. But then, what else is there to do? It's written. You're at the maze. What the? How'd you get back here? Get away from it, get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. You leave the alley quickly. What now? Groundhog Day? Go watch a movie. It's been a while since the film came out, but it looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater. But there's a showing of one such film at the old theater. It's a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though, they're not exactly kind of big crowds. Nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a noisy audience. Don't think it matters. Go to the old theater. You regularly buy your ticket from the kind old man at the booth and head inside. I don't like that. Stop that. The cat's face looks. Get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. Buddy, I'm trying. You leave the alley quickly, again. What now? Okay, so we just pick all the options. Yep. Go to new cinema. Get inside. I don't like that. The cat's face looks. Get away from it, get away from it, get away from it. Buddy, I'm trying. You leave the alley quickly. What now? How's it gonna be fucked up this time? Should I take a stroll in the park or something? Should I just die? What? What did that even say? Dogs are disgusting, they should all just die. Jesus. You jump. You just have to move on. You're around the park. Wait very long. Stop. Smallest cute puppy you ever seen. Stop playing your puppy. Puppy and hello. I don't like that. Cat's face looks. Get away from me. Get away from me. You do that quickly. What now? Go home. Wait, haven't you noticed before? Feels like looking around, you feel suddenly realizing there isn't a single person in sight. You're alone. You're completely alone. So why do you feel like you're being watched right now? You need to get home now. Walk home. By the time you're fumbling with the keys, you soak through your cold sweat, skin pearls, heavy gaze. You feel like one's eyeballs feel physical pressure in your flesh, sticky and unnatural. Finally get inside and the weight of relief and sigh that escapes through the lips actually causes you to feel physically shudder. A horrible feeling from earlier immediately dissipates if you're never there. And then wake up to this departure, you're left shaking and cold in your sweat. So close, you'll be too relieved to care. Exhausted, you eventually pass on the very concept of eating and head straight for your bedroom. You open the door. I don't like that. Please stop. Not again. No. You're back up in fear. Eyes strained at the cat with a horrifying grin. You need to escape. You need to get out. But even home isn't safe anymore. Where will you go to? Just glance around at your hand. You see the walls around you have become fleshy and lined with sharp teeth. The ground now, a tongue rising under your feet. In horror, you realize that the alley's entrance is getting smaller and smaller, closing the mouth. You try to run from the exit. Nowhere to hide. But trying to run on the tongue slows your speed and significantly you stumble and trip. No, you watch helplessly as the last sliver of light from the entrance tightens beyond a size you can never hope to squeeze through. As darkness falls over you, you feel the damp humidity of smells all around you. The walls of teeth, fangs. It takes their time closing in, closer and closer. Ending 23. A feedback loop. Goodness gracious. Whew. That was a good one. I like that one. You try to leave the alley, it doesn't work. You try to leave the alley, it doesn't work. You try to leave the alley, it doesn't. See, I will say, at least, like, this one was kind of nice. Because, you know, we were, like the cat was, like, kind of comforting us. But, while still doing evil stuff and killing us. But we were at the point of, like, just, not really, just accepting it. It wasn't, like, we were being tortured, you know? We were dying, but we weren't tortured that time. Okay. I am going to do these two endings depending on how long they take. Alright, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I figured out what we gotta do. We're going to... We got to... not take him home. We have to feed the cat. Show the message, toss the box of food, search for food then. If something in the back of your mind tells you that's the case. When it's not going to have it any further. Either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day, not enough you left behind a hungry cat. Especially when you could have done something to help. So, what to do about the hungry kitty? Check pockets. You dig in your pockets. One small piece of string in your pocket, not very helpful. String's far too short. Oh, hello. Huh. Okay, well, good news is, we're on that path we need to be on. In your right pocket, the bar chocolate. You find chocolate bar? Is it? Nope, not even expired. Quite defined indeed. You're about to offer to the cat. When suddenly you're hit with guilt. With guilt as you remember something gut-curdling. Chocolate is toxic to cats. Exactly why we should feed it to this cat. Oh my gosh, I'm so... You resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. You feel so guilty, you throw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash bin. An almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocently oblivious expression. It doesn't know that you almost... I'm so sorry, I don't even know what to say. It's very confused. You're a horrible person. I know. You know what? Stay here. I'll be right back. You leave the alley. As you return with a whole fish you bought at a nearby grocery shop. It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. The cat eagerly accepts your offering and munching happily at the fish after you placed it in the box. You want to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. Sorry again. The cat seamlessly pays you no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out, you decide to head back home. I don't like that. What the? Oh, hello. On the way home, you notice more cats than usual, watching you from their hiding spots. You try not to think about it. You can't help but wonder if they know what you nearly done. Is it the fact that they knew what I nearly done, or the fact that I just gave one cat fish, but it's like, hey, yo, none for me, homie? But it's not like you meant to hurt anyone. Right? Stop with those eyes. I hate those eyes. You finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... You look behind you and only see dozens of cats standing there, looking at you. Did they see you feeding the cat in the alley, or thought you had more food for all of them? I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. You're starting to feel a little on the nerve when you find a single cat. Finally a single cat pushes its way to the front end. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's... Held carefully between the chocolate bar you thrown away earlier. You place the chocolate bar down in front of you before looking back up at you. Held the cat look up at you. You can feel their judgment. You feel your sins weighing down heavily on your back. But without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you know what to do. Is there different paths on this one? We're gonna overwrite. So we're gonna beg for forgiveness. You collapse to your knees and bow down low as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I swear. I'd do anything to make it up to all you, but you're out of options. Suddenly, you feel something stir in your stomach and swim all the way up to your throat, closing off your airways. It tries to force its way out of your esophagus. Are we just gonna create a fish? finally succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. Look. What the? Lying on the ground in front of you? It's a flopping fish. Hey, I was right. You just threw up a living fish. What the hell? The cats come rushing forward, all tearing hungrily at the fish. You're happy to be of help, truly. Well, you throw up another fish. And another. And another. And your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot are streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final tiny bloody fish and comes forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel more of a warm sense of hope and pride that you made up for your disgusting actions. That you've been forgiven. I think so, considering they're making noises. The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears. Then it feels like being nudged into your hand. It feels like it's a bar of chocolate you found in your pocket. You smell weakly. You successfully atone, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. In 24, fishing for pardon. Alright, so now we're gonna look back to this, and we're just gonna go inside. You decide to cut your losses head inside. Your sins weigh down on you. Why do I feel like I've heard that in Undertale? You're only human. What more can you do? Cough up fish, I guess. Jeez. You try to ignore the yowling of the neighborhood cats as you go about your chores. You consider preparing dinner, but how could you enjoy it knowing how hungry these poor cats outside are? The ones you've wronged. You decide to take a bath and go straight to bed without dinner. What a fitting punishment for someone like you. You forego the fancy bath bubbles because you don't deserve them and sink into the water with a sigh. Are we just gonna have fish in this pond now? Your mind races, but you can't really think of any immediate solution that doesn't require more money. You wish there was anything you could do to make these things right. Suddenly, your legs start to feel really itchy. You try to lift one to see what's going on, but what rises out, water isn't a pair of legs. We are fish now. It's a fishtail. You feel dizzy at the sight. Maybe you're hallucinating from the stress. You try to climb out of the tub to clear your head, but instead your hand rising up to brace itself. The wet fin stretches out to plop in the rim. It's too weak to hold your weight, and you're so startled by the sight that you slip and smack your head into the side of the bathtub, passing out almost immediately. You're awake, you think, anyway. You open your eyes, and you're underwater. You must have slid beneath the surface of the bathwater. You gasp instinctively. Except not really. A bubble simply floats out of your mouth, up to the surface. You're broke as heck, so you know your bathtub isn't that big. Did you shrink? How? And even if there was a reasonable answer, it wouldn't explain how you haven't drowned yet. You swim to the edge of the tub and see the truth in your shadow silhouette. You've been turned into a fish? This isn't possible. You don't get any time to ponder on this, unfortunately, because just then, a shadow looms over you from above. Oh, I thought we were just going to be able to just be doomed to live in a fish forever in this little tub. I mean, that would be kind of cool. You look up and see the cat. It peers down on you from beyond the water surface. And then you realize, this is the answer. This is how you're meant to be alone. Atone. This is how you're meant to atone. With a heavy heart, you swim up to the surface. The cat scoops you up, tossing you out of the bathtub and onto the bathroom tiles. Hello, that is me. As you flop around gasping for air, or water, you realize the cat wasn't alone. Dustin's hungry. Eyes peer down on you. You can hear the yowling of what sounds like hundreds of cats outside your bedroom window. Wait, what did that say? Bathroom window. You send one last look to the cat before closing your eyes and flicking your face. Missed that. As the cat descends upon you, tearing at your flesh, you find yourself mourning the fact that you're not even big enough to feel all of them. Even in the end, you couldn't properly atone. Your efforts, your life, all of it, amounting to nothing. in 24. 25. Seafood sacrifice. Hey, just 10 more to go. We are making some progress. I'm going to check something when it comes to the cat here. You're walking. Because there's like... Yep. Do not take the cat home because I want to see an option. You're not ready. Use feed cat. Either way, you can't exactly during the day with nothing with my hungry cat. So what do you do with the hungry kitty? Blood. There we go. We found the option. No skip. We need to save. Yeah. I don't like using this file. Cat looks start bleeding, little sound. It's hungry. It must be starving. So, you look around and see a nearby shard of glass. Your body moves as if it knows what to do. What needs to be done. You take the shard and... What? Why would you do that? No, I don't like that. Just don't do the weird like slanted eyes thing. Please. You carefully hold your finger over the cat. Dark red blood beads the wound. I don't like that. For growing heavy enough to drip into the cat's open waiting jaws. A mule's happy with you. You smile warmly and lower your hand into the box. Stroke the cat's cheek before letting it lap gently at your bleeding finger. When the flow gets weak and the cat meows more, you squeeze below the wound, coaxing more blood out. You feel a strange welcome sense of comfort from the odd exchange. A being other than yourself was hungry, and you were able to provide its sustenance. Small wrong in the world made right, even if so strangely done and only temporarily. Ironically, it's at that moment you start to feel dizzy. You didn't think you were losing that much blood. You slump against the cat's box and listen to a mule in distress. You think it sounds worried about you, or at least you'd like to think so. It could just want more blood as well. The cat hops out of the box and into your lap, nuzzling at your stomach, meowing happily. You wish you could ease its concerns, but it's not like you can just talk to each other. Can't help but try to remember the last time you talked to anyone, actually. If you were to die here, now in this alley, how long would it take for someone to realize you were missing? That you were gone? Your thoughts are interrupted when the cat yells loudly, tensing up in your lap. You don't have time to wonder why, as its voice rings out from the entrance to the alley. Hello? Hey, you. Are you alright? You don't answer. You don't think you can. Your voice feels locked away deep within you. The cat looks up at you with a long stare, as if assessing you. It looks back towards the voice when with a final nuzzle to your stomach. He hops out of your lap, walking towards the alley's entrance. But then, it starts to shift as crack. Hello? The face opens up. It peels back. And opens again. I don't like this. Writhing tendrils peek out from where you think its mouth should be. The stranger freezes in the light beyond the alley. What the hell is this? You don't have a chance to finish the question. The tendrils converge into one before shooting at the cat's jaws, piercing into the stranger's shoulder. You let a pain cry, a fearful yell. To claw at the tendrils, trying to pull them loose, but to no avail. You can't seem to process their screams. You stare at the creature before you, so different from the cat mewling out of concern for you earlier. We're going to save right here. Yes. Overwrite. Return. We're going to stop the cat. You can't let this happen. Shakily crawl forward. You weakly grab the conjoined tendrils but pulse as they drain the stranger's blood. When you tug as firmly as you're able, the tendrils pulsing halts and the cat turns to you. It makes a strange, trilling noise that sounds like a question. You have no answer. Can you understand the question? You simply scoop at the creature, the cat, burrowing in your arms. You gaze almost longingly at the light beyond the alley's entrance. You know what's going on. But you can't sit by and watch someone else beaten so viciously. No one tried to see if you were okay. No one you get off of yourself instead. You see the stranger set free, because after the sound of shoes hastily scuffing out of the pavement fades in the distance, You feel something sharp pierce your back. It feels thin, almost like a needle. So the pain passes quickly as your body adjusts to the intrusion. You're sure it wasn't so thin when you were through the stranger's shoulder earlier. But did you feel your blood leave your body slowly as it's being pumped out? You start to think and your vision starts to fail you. The creature in your arms makes a soft sound. You hold it tightly as closely to you as your weak arms can manage. This is fine. You're okay with this. And no one says change anything. Sure, the cat will get hungry again at some point after you're gone and no longer an option. But at least this time, you were able to save someone. And enjoy personal care package. Hey, we are getting somewhere. Alright, so we're going to end off with this ending, 29. And then all these ones. Curious to know what these ones are. 29. Load. Yeah. Like I feed. Ah! Someone, help! Help me! Help! Go, help! You look away as the creature devours a stranger. Training them until they're nothing but a husk of bone, skin, and clothes heaped in the floor. You feel awful, but what could you do? The creature is also a living thing. Shouldn't it be allowed to eat what it needs to? Does it not also have a right to do what it must to survive? You ignore the voice in the back of your head that questions if there could have been another way. It's not like you try to see if it could eat anything other than blood. Human blood. Now did you? Creature purrs rubs its side into your arm. You realize that after a bit of rest, you've already started feeling better. But you also think that something inside you feels a little bit broken too. You're just not quite sure what it is yet. Stand to hold out your arms. Still hungry? The creature chills happily and hops into your outstretched arms. Let's go then, yeah? You leave the alley together. You go into this world together. The cat's hungry. You'll be hungry often from now on. Very often. Strange fear and terror follow you both wherever you know. Without a thought of character or concern, thought or care or concern for any of it, you stand back and watch. In 20, all you can eat blood fay. Nice. See, we're on the cat's side this time. We're not being eaten. We're just causing the death of everyone else. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Alright, so now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That's what we're going to call it here. I'm going to record another episode right now, after this one, just to get this game done, and then I'll just record this one. So, you would have already seen the last episode, I hope, where I already can't remember what I did in the last episode. I think it was this one? These ones? Yeah, I think that this was the last episode. I can't remember, because I just recorded these back to back. And then another official one was this episode, I think. And, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna head out now. So you'll be seeing this tomorrow, by the time of recording. So on the 8th. And then the 9th will be the final episode. Alright. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on Twitter if you wish. Join the Discord. Yeah. Because I just want to wrap this up and just get to the next episode. Alright. Later, guys. Bye-bye.